friends, it's Angie with Heart Center Holistic Therapies. I'm back today to talk a little bit about some gentle movement that we can do for our hips. Maybe it's just waking up first thing in the morning, maybe it's before you go to bed, because stretching our hips, moving them helps us for better sleep. Whatever time you're doing it, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So if you know that your spine likes to round when you're sitting upright, get yourself a little blanket or small pillow to put under your bottom. I like to sit on it and then I kind of let my body slide off of it a little bit. It stays underneath my tailbone, but my legs are fully on the ground. Maybe give that a try if you are wanting to see how that prop feels for you. Today we're going to start out in a nice little V. It doesn't have to be the biggest V you've ever made in your world, just so that your legs are nice and open and not parallel in front of you. We're going to gently start with a nice long, slow breath. Opening as we inhale, and then letting our hips roll forward and the toes come in as we exhale. So we'll just do this for a little bit, feeling the maybe first movement of the day throughout our hips. If you're noticing that your knees are feeling sensitive as your hips are rolling in and out, then gently pull your toes back towards your knees, flexing your feet. This will help give a little bit of extra space and protect your knees here. All right, give it a wiggle and let that go. We're gonna find ourselves gently pushing back into a child's pose. So pushing your bottom back towards your heels and then walking your hands out nice and long. It's okay if your head doesn't meet the mat. If this is a very uncomfortable position for you, you can also widen your knees a little bit. You've got a little tummy like me. Sometimes it's nice to let it snuggle on in there. We'll reach out long here. Take you a couple of slow breaths. You're going to want to keep your head down, even though I'm looking to talk at you. So find the child's pose that feels best to you. Maybe give your head a little rock side to side no, a little nod yes, making sure that you're not holding any tension in your neck. And then from here, we're going to start a little bit of gentle movement back and forth. So as I inhale, I'm going to bring my body forward into this half plank. As I exhale, I'm going to push back into my child's pose. Just getting things warmed up. Like I said, maybe this is the first movement you've had today. As things are feeling more comfortable, you can let your hips start to drop a little bit farther towards the floor. And start working your way into this nice little upward dog. Once it feels good, you can let your hips, your low belly gently set on the floor as you take a nice big inhale. Remember, as you are in that forward position, you don't want to let your chest slide down. You want to keep pushing up and out of your arms. This will help your shoulders. Excellent. We're going to walk our hands back so that they're underneath our shoulders. Our knees are under our hips. We're just going to tick the hips a little side to side. Follow your own slow breath pace, like always. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Then we're going to start a little bit more movement for our bottoms. So as we slide our hips out to one side, we're just doing the gently push back, rounding our bottoms down near our feet, and and then inhaling, coming up the other side. It's like you're making a big U with your bottom. This is gonna help us feel out through the outside of the hip into the glute, right in that joint area. All right. When it feels like it's loosened up a little bit, giving you a little extra space, we're gonna come back up here and we're gonna make some really big circles with our knees. So I like to take a nice inhale first. And then as I exhale, I'm gonna bring my knee up towards my elbow, out like I'm at a fire hydrant in a puppy dog, kicking my foot back up towards the ceiling and then bringing it back in. We'll do a couple on each side so we can really feel that big movement through the hip. Maybe 3 each side. How's that sound this morning? Maybe you want to do more. You live in your body, you know it best. Follow what's right for you. All right. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to move it forward so I can feel this nice big lunge. I'm opening up through my front hip flexors here. If your fingertips don't reach the floor because you're keeping a nice upright spine, that's okay. You can use some blocks or some pillows here. I'm going to push my bottom back towards my back heel so I can say a little hello, opening underneath the leg here. Remember to breathe all the way in, all the way out. Pushing back forward, feeling that nice lengthening the front of this hip. And then I'm going to take that foot, replace it where I had it before, say hello to my left side. Just bringing it up gently. Feeling that length in my spine also helps me to tilt my tailbone back down. So I'm really feeling that opening through the front of the hip there. Take a couple of nice long slow breaths. Then we'll do the same that we did on the other side, pushing the bottom back towards the heel, opening up so we can really feel that lengthening happening behind this left leg. Couple of long, slow breaths. If you like movement, go ahead and rock a little bit here. See what feels right to you in your body. When you're ready, we're going to gently push back forward. Taking a couple of slow breaths here. Really feeling into that front hip. And then gently bring it back. I'm going to find my way to a seat. It's just a short sequence that you can play with, you can modify, you can do the pieces you like, leave out the ones that you don't, to say a little hello to the hips in the morning or the evening before you go to bed. Thanks again for coming to play with me. Until we get to see each other again, be well.